Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. I would like to thank Professor Paulo Ribeiro and the committee for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning in the beautiful city of Lisbon, my first time here. So this morning I'd like to talk about the convergence of two dissimilar fields, the fields of fiber optic communication and the fields of medicine. And here we're not talking about simply sending medical records over the internet, but rather a much more intimate connection between these two fields. If you look at fiber optic networks, we routinely generate, transmit, detect, and process data at the rates of billions of bits per second. The scale of that problem is quite similar to certain problems in biomedicine, in particular blood screening. If you look at human blood, 1 milliliter of blood contains about 1 billion cells. So if you're trying to detect a rare cancer cell in 1 milliliter of blood, you're talking about a cell error rate of about 10 to the minus 12, which is curiously on the same scale as the bit error rate in fiber optic communication systems. So the vision here is, can we take ideas and technologies from optical communication and apply it to blood screening? If we can, that technology will have a huge impact because blood test is the most routinely prescribed test given by doctors, and the blood is a rich source of information about one's health. So such a technology, if successful, will have a clear impact. Before we start, I'd like to make a couple of disclosures. First, I'm not a doctor or a medical expert. I'm an applied physicist, but much like you, I'd like to apply my expertise to problems that are important to humanity. And second, this is not a review talk. The presentation is mostly about the work that is being done in my group at UCLA. So before I start, I should acknowledge our funding sources. So we receive funding from US government, National Science Foundation, Defense Department, as well as several private companies, including companies in US and also in Japan. I should advertise for my institution. I come from UCLA. I have appointments in the electrical engineering department, and WE department is a very good department. We are ranked typically in the top 10 in the United States, depending on different rankings. Most notably in terms of citation to publications, our department was ranked #1 in the country.